Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Because not every watch has to cost $10,000 to make you grin like a toddler who's just had his first lick of ice cream, I'm pleased to present the Adventurer, the first model by a young brand from Hong Kong. As you can tell already, this is a best of East meets West kind of affair. What if the most renowned exploration watch had a dial inspired by nature? The brand name ACTON is actually the suburb of West London where the founder Alex Pang used to live. Alex now lives in Hong Kong with his better half, Grace, who's on board with this project of building up a brand. Alex is a meticulous enthusiast, obsessed with dial details and quality control. So, what you will get from Acton is a reflection of his passion. To kick off the brand, he wanted a reliable, handsome, and comfortable platform that would be affordable. He worked with his supplier over the border on dial details in particular and wasn't afraid to reject imperfections on the final product. First, let's get lost in the grains of sand on this mesmerizing dial. It is so satisfying to look at the dial up close and then further away and twisting the wrist to watch how the realistically rendered dunes interact with the light. The Adventurer also comes in white, which is a lot of people's favorite, and a mysterious midnight color, a sort of very dark green-gray that I like a lot. The case, well, it's undeniably a familiar platform, elegant and svelte, rounded and polished on the flanks with brushed tops. The dimensions are ideal. While this model is called a 36, I measure this case at exactly 37 millimeters, and that extra 1 millimeter means it wears perfect. The 36 millimeter classic models on the market always wore a smidgen too small on my 17 centimeter wrist, so while this is close to the classic size, it's got the little extra that I needed. Now the thickness, or the thinness I should say, is 11.5 millimeters, and that's including a generously domed, double domed actually, sapphire crystal that mimics so well the vintage look of plexiglass that I would frankly buy this watch just for this feature alone. The case and the caseback feel very smooth. Yes, the caseback too has a familiar look. We are being very cheeky today on uptick watch reviews, but I must admit it kind of feels good. The solid looking clasp is milled, not pressed, and it integrates well to the bracelet. It offers 5 further points of anchoring for fine adjustment. Each link is held by a pin, which is okay at this price point, and I prefer a good pin to a dodgy screw personally. I got a great fit and the watch has been feeling comfortable and smooth. It hardly pinches the wrist hair and the bracelet doesn't rattle much. On the wrist, most importantly, unlike a Seiko bracelet, which at this price point always is a big letdown in looks and feel, this bracelet, on the contrary, complements the case just right. Now, the crown is quite lovely and features the brand's logo, which I believe to be the tower piece of a chess game. The movement is a PT5000, that is a Hong Kong Precision Technologies ETA 2824 clone, built in an ISO certified factory in Shenzhen in China. The watch I have here has been running about +3 +4 seconds a day and performs nicely on the time grapher, so you should find it performs in a tighter range than the rated -12 +12 for this type of caliber. While I can't guarantee that you could swap parts for ETA or Celita parts equivalents, to be honest, buying a replacement for the whole PT5000 would likely be cheaper than servicing it. But if you're trying your hand at watchmaking, then it's just about the most well-known caliber to work on. The watch has 100 meters of water resistance, and yes, it has a screwed down crown. The winding, just like an ETA, isn't that smooth, so give it a few winds and let the movement of your wrist do the rest. Now, the intermediate date adjustment position on the crown is still present. Do note that. The pricing, the automatic I have here is $300, and the quartz version is priced at $200 or thereabouts. So honestly, if you like what you see, visit actonwatches.com and order one. You'll be buying from Alex in Hong Kong, and he will take good care of you. As a side note, when you work with Chinese factories on such a project, the more you order, the less chances are that the factory will produce hundreds of extra models for themselves to be marketed within China with some cosmetic differences on the dial, including some goofy brand name. That's not an observation limited to watches. It's a bit of a free-for-all over there. With Chinese factories, what they are not very good at is the storytelling, the marketing, the branding, and the continuity. Also, good luck with the quality control and return policies. All that to say, you may be able to find a similar product to this adventurer, but you are far better off buying from ACTON to get the branding, the design, and the QC right. Whether this is your first good watch or whether you need a watch that you can wear from the beach to the office, or simply like me have more expensive watches but appreciate the chance of adding a great dial to a beloved model, give the adventurer a chance. It will help Acton take off and finance the ambitious projects of Alex, which include developing an original caliber. So thank you, Acton Watches. Please give them a like, and if you buy the adventurer, tag me on your Instagram, of course. Bye bye, guys.